9 yards and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Looking to pass, Tua. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Tua. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, with the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tua's throw taken in by Samuel. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On play action, here's Tua. He finds Corey Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Tua. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in there by Crowder. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 25 on 2nd down. Tua, open man left side. It's the tight end, Tonyan. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Tua. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. on is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
3rd and 2. Now Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And quickly, they get to the line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua completes it to Davis. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back now in Miami. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to work his way down to the 16.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it. as we come up on a big third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Zerline's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
Well, and a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.